So, hello, this is the 5th tutorial about md.vis. And this tutorial, which I hope will be the final tutorial, we will cover, or I will cover, md.bot, the patch switcher part. But first, I will start up the user interface of md.mix. Together they make a quite good system. It's all set and go. Oh, we were lucky. There is no error. And we start md.bot. What you see here is the template patch, which is a noise. I will talk about its user interface a little bit later. Start the renderer. As you can see, md.bot is automatically listed here. You don't have to pick a window and you don't have to create separate slots for them. It's eventually working. Adding and removing won't really work in this scene. So, md.bot is just a frame for a patch. You can set the resolution here. I'm planning to add custom resolution in the next version. 1024 will be good enough for us. Let's start up some. Oh yes. Set it to stereo mix. There is a separate to-do map for md.bot. It's working the same way as in md.mix. I will talk about this fella here because a bit later, because it's working the same as you can see in md.mix. This tutorial's background music will be provided by R1 Auto. Because why not? And right clicking this patch list, you can see a predefined, you can see the patches which are inside the patches folder in the md.bot. md.bot's own folder, but you can add more in runtime. I will show you later how. I just come to this isn't good. Extractor will be okay. Much nicer. So, there are two kind of tempo in md.bot. It doesn't have its own tempo tapping or tempo detection algorithm. If you right click on to-do map, you will see this MIDI clock, so you can feed the tempo by MIDI clock, or shared memory, because md.mix provides a clock, an FFT, and the scope spread through shared memory to other programs. You can eventually program the patch it fast enough because of an error which I didn't patch it correctly. You can tap inside md.mix with the tab key as well, and I forgot to start display input again. I always forget this. Here there is a simple graphic equalizer. Which is often buggy. I will have to fix that until release. With this open button, obviously it opens up the patch which is loaded. And I will switch to preset where the sliders are working, because in the template, as you could see, there were already sliders, but the user interface have to be patched as well, not just the rendering part. So it won't be limited to sliders like in md.mix, but you can do anything actually. But I've already included a simple horizontal slider list stuff, which will send the data to to-do map, and it will register this, the variables automatically. This save button is in connection with to-do map. It can save the patch, the to-do map XML. This button here hides the interface or the perf meter. Left click the interface, right click the perf meter. If you left click while the perf meter is hidden, the perf meter will be shown with the interface as well. These are available as send values, so you can, in the user interface, you can grab if the interface is hidden or not, but it's not that is not mandatory. So here are the stuffs are working. These are just for controlling the patch. And for to-do map, the deleting is quite interesting in to-do map from patch. I've always had some headache with it. Why it was download. So yes, I forgot to mention in the previous tutorial that the resetting or to several resetting the sliders to several different values, how it's possible. But resetting to the default is just simple double clicking by holding the thumb mouse button 5 and double clicking we reset to its middle page. So this is with control. If you hold the control as well, or the thumb button 4 on mouse and double clicking. No, right double clicking is to set it to maximum. Same apply. No, it doesn't apply. Sorry. Also, I cannot really show you because I haven't planned it. You can control these sliders with the controller Android application as well, natively, because it takes the touch weight, the touch size into account as well, and that is more than one OSC message, so you cannot do that in to-do map. I mean, in this system. md.bot sends the data about its shared texture through UDP port, through the UDP port 6666 and 6667. This is for user interface, this is for the renderer. There is this send node, and yes, it sends the data through /shared text with string, integer, and 3 strings. These are the data types. And I wanted to say something as well. I just forgot. I think this is all. If something comes to my mind. Yes, in previous tutorial I forgot. Inside sequencer, you can eventually sequence anything which inside to-do map. So if you are doing this transformation, it will do the stuff. You can do the same with color. We see you can delete the sequencing. And when you start the sequencing, make sure that you hover the slider or the module you want to sequence before pressing the space, because it selects the variable. It selects the variable based on which stuff you hover on the user interface. You can set the volume of the FFT with this slider. Same applies to md.mix. And these fellas here, if you do if you do multiple heads, if you project with iFinity or with Span Desktop, it is recommended to set it set these resolutions, so you can multiply the resolution what you've actually selected, both for width and height. And I think that's all, guys. If you have any questions and what I haven't covered, yes, about the sequencing, let's do the sequencing. With the W button you can view the state of the sequence if you hover on the stuff. So now it's really that's all. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, comment in YouTube or in the VVV forums. Thanks for watching. Nope, I forgot to mention the drag and dropping stuff. I will show you. I'm quite high scored, quite absent. Oh well, never mind. So as you can see, there are the patches which are loaded with md.bot, which are placed in this folder. But what if there are some other patches somewhere on the computer and I wanted to load them? So these are these two. I just drag it, and there you go. It will be added to the end of the list. Also, this is only available with folders where there is something.bot.v4p inside them. Because if I drag this folder, for example a random folder, it will tell you it's invalid and nothing will be added. Same applies to files, it tells you it's invalid. So that's all what I wanted to say. So now really goodbye.